Hey guys, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to show you 5 quick ways to disinfect your mask during the coronavirus. Let me show you. Okay, let's get the housekeeping out of the way at the top of the video. Obviously, an N95 is designed to be used as a single-time mask, but we're in the middle of a pandemic, so we have to do what we have to do. So let's reuse them by disinfecting them. Alright, so the very first way is that we are going to bake our N95 mask, or when I say N95, I mean any mask. It doesn't matter. You could do an N95 or a homemade mask. It would be the same principle. So you're going to put it inside a brown paper bag, and guys, that's basically just to protect it and obviously to increase the heat that is around the mask. And I would put it in a glass dish personally, and then if you happen to have a digital thermometer, and all this stuff is linked down below, by the way, go ahead and hit it. So you want to make sure that you are doing it for 30 minutes at 165 degrees Fahrenheit or 70 degrees Celsius. I would put it on the middle rack, but do whatever you want. Now, if you don't have a brown paper bag, you can just drop it in a glass bowl and then open your oven and hit it with this to see if you're at the right temperature. And you should be able to do this for about 5 cycles of using the mask. So there we go. Or as many as you need to until you get a new mask. For the rest of the video, you're going to hear me saying you can do it for 5 cycles or 10 cycles. And guys, that's all recommended, and it's in the links down below by the people who make these masks. This is their recommendation for how many times they think you should be able to do this. Okay, don't freak out, guys, because we're going to go through 4 more, but don't worry about it. I made a little document. It's available down below on my website. You don't have to give me your email or any craziness like that. Just click the link and you'll see the image, and then you can save it or download it or whatever you want. Share it with your friends. But sit back, relax, and enjoy my crazy ideas for you. Okay, let's go. I actually came across this next one when I was watching a YouTube video about people in Taiwan using their rice cookers to sterilize things. So I did some research, and guess what? Next, our little friend Instant Pot. Nope, not just good for lasagna and cheesecake, but apparently you can make basically a DIY autoclave, which is something that they use in laboratory settings to sterilize things. So guys, you need to put the pot down and then some kind of a wire rack and a metal bowl inside. Drop it down there. Just set it to manual, and that would be a pressure setting, like a pressure cooker setting. For 5 minutes, and then let it sit for 5 minutes, open it up, and you're good to go. You should be able to do this for roughly 4 to 5 cycles, and there was actually a laboratory researcher who, and again, it's linked down below, but basically she ran a bunch of tests inside of a lab, and it turns out that it was only an Instant Pot. I don't know why, but that particular brand gets hot enough that it kills something called geobacillus, and that is apparently a very high heat resistant bacteria. And last but certainly not least, don't forget that you can use this to sterilize things like your goggles or basically whatever else you want. Not your cell phone, guys. Okay, and third up to the party is going to be steaming your mask. And by the way, none of these are listed in order of efficacy. It's just kind of how they ended up on my table. And so basically, you would obviously have to sterilize the handles, the ears, separately. But, you know, things like rubbing alcohol or hydrogen peroxide, you could dip those in and sterilize them because you don't have to breathe through them. So basically, you would just put water in the bottom, maybe a cup or 2, and then let it steam for 10 or so minutes on each side. And then, you know, obviously you would clean those handles separately. Now, you could, I suppose, put like rubbing alcohol or hydrogen peroxide in the water bath. And so you would just mix, you know, water and hydrogen peroxide or water and alcohol, and then steam it on both sides for about 10 minutes, and you will be good to go. Make sure to let it thoroughly dry, though, okay? And that should get you through, they said, 4 to 5 cycles. And again, all this is listed down below, guys. All right, and the fourth option is going to be using UVC light, not UVA or UVB. And I did do a video about this, which I will link right here in this top right corner. And so you just need any kind of a bag or a thermos. But I mean, this bag is great because it's reflective on all insides, and you just drop it in there. And then I would do it personally for 15 to 30 minutes on each side. Make sure that you fully zip the bag, though, because UVC light is not something that you want to play with. Now, this one should probably get you through 10 to 20 cycles. It's difficult to determine efficacy about UVC light because the dosage is hard to ascertain because, you know, you can't shoot it with a digital thermometer. Okay, and then our fifth friend of the party is going to be mask rotation. So apparently this virus likes to live on metal surfaces for 48 hours, plastic for 72, and cardboard for 24 hours. But apparently the COVID-19 viability just generally is somewhere between 72 and 96 hours on a mask. That said, if you were able to have at least 3 or 4 masks, then you could just rotate them out. Hey Rafaela, time to turn that alarm clock off. You're obviously dreaming. Nobody has 3 or 4 N95 masks. I know that, guys. I'm just saying, if you find yourself later down the road in a place where you have multiple masks because you do DIY and N95, then there you go. You can rotate them out. So just mark a little calendar and then wait. Me personally, I'd wait 4 days, and then on, you know, the 5th day, there you go. Just wear the other mask. So just another option. All right, and this one is just a total bonus, crazy kind of idea. And this last option is not even going to be on those sheets because I don't even know if this would work, but I'm just throwing it out there conceptually. Maybe an engineer or a scientist could tell me. But it's based on something called hydrogen peroxide vaporization, which is something that a lot of hospitals are doing. And when you hear them talking about mass sterilization, like where they're doing 10,000 masks at a time, that's what they're doing. Now, of course, this would be a very crude way to do this, and I don't know that it would work, but the question would be, could you basically use a nebulizer and push hydrogen peroxide or alcohol through the mask? I don't know, throwing it out there. Y'all let me know what you think. Well, that's going to be a wrap for this video. Don't forget that all the links that I mentioned are listed in the description box below and in the first pinned comment for you guys. Thank you so much for spending some time with me, and if you want to be notified when I upload new videos, just click subscribe and turn on that little bell notification. Guys, don't forget to smile, take a deep breath. We are going to get through this together. From our family to yours, be safe, be well, and be good to each other, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.